Hey everyone, it's Cindy from Opera Bracelets, and my husband Andrew is joining us for our Fireside Chat. Today we are talking about holiday traditions and how everything is different this year. Now, I'm not sure how it is where you are, but we are seeing nothing open in the way of any kind of performances in our area. I know it's different in different parts of the country, and in fact I saw in England the Royal Opera House is planning to do the Nutcracker later in December. But I mean, I think generally speaking, we won't be attending in theater events this holiday season.
Hello, Brenda, Kathleen, Shelley, and David.
Thanks for joining us. So let's start with the Nutcracker.
Well, let's talk about,
Oh, that's right. We were going to start with what's your favorite holiday movie. So you want to share that with us in the comments. I haven't even thought of what my answer to this is.
Hello, Melody and Thomas.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. You see, there's a fireplace back here.
We didn't light it because we would be right in front of it being roasted.
And it's actually pretty warm for November in Rochester, New York. It's about 40 degrees, so it's a little too warm for a fire. But we have the mantle. This is a little story about the mantle, because normally we don't put up our Christmas decorations until 2 weeks before Christmas. But this year we're putting them up early, mainly for Opera Bracelets people, because we're going to show our fireplace here. And then this coming Friday at 7 o'clock, we're going to have a very special concert that's going to be done by our wonderful, amazing office assistant Ava Sauer, who is a member of the Archive Ravens group. Go to Archive Ravens, look them up online. They have some incredible music. It's very eclectic, folkish. It's hard to even describe it. It's so good.
But she's going to be singing Christmas songs for us. She's going to be doing a Christmas program. We're calling it the Concert and Gift Show. So that's at what time?
7 o'clock Eastern time on Friday. It's going to be done right in we call our Christmas room, which is actually the dining room. It closes off. We put our Christmas trees in there so our little angels do not climb them, especially Placido.
The kitties, bad kitties. Okay, so we were starting with what's your favorite holiday
Hello,
movie?
Marilyn. Hello, Lisa.
And why? So you want to start with that? Do you have a favorite holiday movie?
Oh, dear. You know what my favorite holiday movie is.
Share it with the audience.
My favorite holiday movie is the original Miracle on 34th Street. Okay. With Edmund Gwynn, who won an Academy Award for playing Kris Kringle, a.k.a. Santa Claus. And it is just such a wonderful holiday movie that allows the lead character, Maureen O'Hara, who doesn't have the Christmas spirit. She's so practical and doesn't teach her daughter, Natalie Wood, anything about fantasy or anything like that. It's all very real and
dour.
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 But thanks to...
Because she's divorced, right? So she's sour on love.
Either divorced or she lost. They never say. She lost her husband in the war, because the film's from 1948.
Okay.
So... And of course, at the very end, the famous scene my wife hates, Natalie Wood saying, "To see if there's a swing," in the back where she asked Kris Kringle for a house so they can live in a house instead of the apartment they're in, okay, which overlooks the parade by coincidence.
Just by coincidence.
Actually, my favorite scene in the whole movie, and I've said this to many people, is in the post office, where Jack Albertson, of course, played the man on Chico and the Man. It was in Willy Wonka. He finds the letter that Natalie Wood
saves him.
That writes to, and he gets it over to the courthouse and sends all of Santa mail to the courthouse. So it's all the remakes are good, but the original movie is the one you've got to see. It's really.
So I see people watching. Share with us your favorite Christmas movie. We're just talking about holiday traditions before we get rolling.
We have new product for Santa Claus this year, Saint Nick earrings, which we can show now or later.
Let's do it at the end. We're going to show the that'll fit in at the end where we're talking that.
Okay.
We have a program. See our papers here. Okay.
Hello, Darlene. Hello. I think I said hello, Lisa, already. Hello, Darlene. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, so my favorite holiday movie, I'm giving myself two, an ancient and modern. So growing up, it was the Alistair Sim version of A Christmas Carol, or Scrooge. I don't know officially what it's called, but there is no other Christmas Carol as far as I'm concerned. We watch that every year. I can replay every scene, like scene for scene. I can just lay in bed and be seeing the Christmas Carol movie. So that's how much I know that. And then my modern one is Christmas Vacation. Just because, as wacky as it is, it's so real to know that, you know, families are not perfect. It's always a wild mixture. Crazy things happen. And that's Christmas. And yet it's still magical. So that's my modern favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah, so we do have the Christmas Carol bracelet as well. That's
I forgot to pull
one.
that out. But take a look at it at operabracelets.com.
It has a turkey on it.
The only bracelet with a turkey charm, right. Okay. So, and don't forget, we're having our biggest sale of the year right now. So after we're done here, you can go check it out. It's 25% off your total purchase with, the code is Jingle 2020.
Jingle
So just wanna throw that in.
2020.
Okay, so one of the big holiday traditions that everybody seems to love is the Nutcracker Ballet. Now, here we are at Opera Bracelets. How did we come to make a Nutcracker bracelet, you may ask? Andrew's still here. He's just typing. You wonder if, like, he disappeared from the screen. So I attended the Nutcracker back from when I was about 11 years old and became obsessed with ballet. And then my dad would take me every year. And then when I met Andrew, we would go every year. And then these past few years, we've been going to the movie theater to see, like, they're different all the time. We've seen a Royal Opera one, we've seen the Bolshoi, and we've seen New York City Ballet version, and those are pretty cool. Just because our December is obviously so hectic, it's sometimes hard to get, like, to the theater. So we squeeze in the movie theater version when we can.
The New York City ones with Macaulay Culkin is the Nutcracker Prince, if I remember right.
Okay, that's the one. Okay, if you follow the link in our comment in our description, it'll take you to a blog with online versions of the Nutcracker that you can check out. But first of all, I'd like to tell you to check your local ballet company. I think every ballet company in the world has a streaming Nutcracker right now. So I really want you to support them if you can. They need the help. You know, it's not super expensive to buy a stream from an existing ballet company. And on the plus side, a lot of the online options, they're full of ads and things which become annoying. So if you pay for the stream, you get it for more than one day. Usually you get it for a block of time. And you'll have no interruptions. So how can you make it special when you're watching something online as opposed to going to the theater? So if you have ideas, share them in the comments. I had a few ideas that I put in that blog. So you can check that out on how to make it special when all we can do is pull this up in our living rooms. And it's what we have, friends. This year there is no theater, so we have to make the best of it.
And for me, nice, fresh, hot popcorn.
Oh, popcorn. I didn't think of popcorn.
Popcorn and hot chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
On your favorite comfy chair or sofa.
With a cat.
With a cat or two or three. And, you know, just take time to do it. Turn down the lights in your house.
Right. Don't just slap it on. Like, make it special.
Mm-hmm. Well, why don't you show some things?
Back to how we came to be making a Nutcracker bracelet. That was all his idea. He said, why don't we... Oh, yeah, you go ahead. Tell the story. Sorry. I'm talking too much. I'm going to run out of steam. You go ahead.
Well, I just thought that we had gotten requests for it. Usually everything that we make is requested from people who follow us or shop with us, and they say, why don't you make this or this or this? And Nutcracker was requested by many people when we first started. Because when we first started, it was only opera. It was the first non-opera bracelet we did, was the Nutcracker.
I think so. It's hard to get my mind back.
Over 10 years, it's been the most popular item we've sold. And it only sells this time of year, most of the time. There's a couple, two.
Yeah, sometimes in the summer.
Sometimes.
It's crazy.
But it's all what people buy them for, either their young girls, not too young, but young girls who are in the production, or they maybe had been in the production when they were younger and now are a little bit older, or they have kids who are in the production themselves.
Or it's like a family tradition where grandma has taken the kids to see the Nutcracker every year, and it's just a family. It's ingrained in the family. It's like just it is Christmas. They take them every year. They grow up. They have kids and grandkids, and it's just
that's what you did.
It really does, totally define tradition. So I'm wearing the Nutcracker bracelet here. Probably most of these people know us, but I'm just going to show that at the beginning of the bracelet is the beginning of the story. You see the Christmas tree.
It's hard to see.
Yeah, well, I'm going to show that, and at the end is a sun bead for when the sun comes up in the morning. And I've got it pinned down here so we can see it better. Just to give you an idea how a bracelet tells a story.
I can do that, dear. Oh, you do
Okay, let's have the flash. There it is. Okay, so see the story starts there. Clara and Fritz, they're watching Mom and Dad put the tree up. Then there's the Christmas party, a little music note for that. She gets the Nutcracker. Let's see if we can get close on him. Then the Nutcracker breaks. That bead is a crackled red bead because he's broken now. Then later on, the Christmas tree grows to big size. We've got the Mouse King there. He's got a little crown.
So,
Clara's slipper. So it goes through the whole
one thing I want to
story.
point out is at the beginning of the bracelet, there's a small Christmas tree.
Okay, right.
And then later on, it's a big Christmas tree to show
Charm.
the tree has grown. Yes. See, all these details
Right.
is what makes my wife's jewelry so incredible.
So you see the land of sweets here.
not
There's
just-
Mother Ginger.
And believe me, that's not an easy bead to find. Mother Ginger is very popular.
She's discontinued, man. Okay, so that shows you how one of our full story bracelets works. And you can find all this if you get to our website, just hit the shop button and it'll say ballet, and you can get right there to see the Nutcracker
or holiday
stuff.
gifts as well.
Now, we had people asking for more Nutcracker items. And I'm like, why? I mean, we do actually have four different...
Show how you put on your bracelet there.
Okay. We have 4 different Nutcracker bracelets. One is that full story one, and then we have some that represent ballet moments. But they wanted even more. So this year I came up with the Nutcracker Suite bracelet, which represents all the characters of the Nutcracker Suite.
This is Act 2. And
So where does it begin? With the chocolate, I think, is the first one. There's chocolates. Then there's coffee. Tea. I don't know. Are we getting too much light here? Should we turn off the flash?
try it. It's not an experiment. Yeah, that looks fine.
Okay. And the Russian...
Use both hands.
Let's see. I gotta flip that so we can see it. The little Russian dance represented by the Russian style church. The gingerbread, Mother Ginger and the gingerbread. The toy flutes. Waltz of the Flowers. And the Sugar Plum Fairies. Point shoes. There they
So
are.
this is the actual first charm bracelet that we have for sale on our site. We have ones that we did for the Met that are in the
Right.
Met shop only, but this is the first charm bracelet. So
Where
if you
there's
like
charms all the way around.
so if you like charm bracelets, this is the one to get. And it's available at www.operabracelets.com.
See how this works. So we also made a Nutcracker necklace. You see the ballerina there at the bottom, and then we have the Nutcracker, Christmas tree, snowflake. Where's that lovely see, I'm a little snowflake obsessed. I want to see that snowflake.
Yeah, you won't want to see them in February.
And candy cane. Because people were telling us that the Nutcracker means so much to them because, opera is great, but opera can be dark. And
So
they find joy and hope. What else have they been saying about that? There's the Nutcracker earrings. And those Nutcracker, those Christmas tree crystals are very limited. They have been discontinued. We still have a few.
So if you want these earrings, just like the ones my wife showed you, go to operabracelets.com and get 25% off with code
Oh, crap.
Jingle 2020 at checkout.
Oh, boy.
There you go.
Technical difficulty. Sorry, friends.
So small buttons on your iPhone. But by the way, I mentioned the necklaces. That's new this year. All the necklaces we have are new. Plus the necklaces, since many people have bracelets already from us, and now we have necklaces and earrings, we created what we're calling jewelry ensembles, where if you have a bracelet, you can buy the necklace and the earrings at a discounted price. And if you don't have the bracelet, that's an option to add one. So and with the 25% off and the discount already on the ensembles, that's a great deal.
Yeah.
If you know somebody who loves the Nutcracker or other items like our operas, or we're going to show you in a bit Messiah.
Right. Okay, so I just wanted to share on that link in the description. It's going to take you to a blog with options to watch the Nutcracker online. Again, support your local company if you've got one. But you've got some choices from YouTube. There's a New York City Ballet with Macaulay Culkin, you were saying. Russian State Ballet, Bolshoi Ballet.
That's a good one.
They are.
The dancing
The Bolshoi one's good. But I found this really different one. It's from the National Ballet of China. Again, you'll find a link at the blog that you'll get to. It takes place in China, and instead of Christmas, it's Chinese New Year. It's very interesting to see the Nutcracker done in a completely different way. Very cool.
But they do the Chinese tea dance.
They do. Okay, so going along, what do we have here? What's your favorite holiday food? Another traditional holiday food. What do you think, Dare? You got one?
One. Look at me.
You got too many?
I got too many. That's my problem.
What's your favorite holiday foods?
Okay, well, obviously Christmas cookies and my wife makes so many wonderful cookies. Dead bones are my actual favorite.
I knew that was going to come up. Dead bones.
Those are very hard
I really
to
think
make.
they should be a Halloween cookie, not a Christmas cookie.
They're very hard to make, but
yeah, you can look that up. I think it has an Italian name that you can look up.
But
I don't know.
Another, it's not really a cookie, but a pastry for Christmas is the cranberry bliss bars that my wife makes, and you can find the recipe for that at operabracelets.com on our Christmas events
page.
Our Christmas events page.
Yeah.
So that, and then for Italians, the real tradition is the Feast of the Seven Fishes, but we don't do that because her family doesn't like fish.
Yeah, my aunt doesn't like fish, so that's kiboshed.
We've never done that, but at midnight after Mass, you have sausage, and our Aunt Dell makes the best sausage you can possibly imagine.
Roasted sausages at
Roasted
midnight.
with a little salad next to it with Italian dressing and tomato and cucumber. I just like to mix in the sausage with the salad. It's fantastic.
I'm going to go for the fruit cake because really you only get that at Christmas time.
And she makes her own fruit cake.
Grandma's fruit cake is the best. Those of you who don't like fruit cake, you haven't had it. Grandma's fruit cake is
I guess you should put that recipe up too, dear.
I guess so. Grandma won't protest.
Yes, Grandma's watching from heaven.
I could put that up. It's just like, it's a massive recipe though. It makes like 7. But okay. Okay, so our next holiday tradition we'd like to talk about is Handel's Messiah. Ain't nobody going to Handel's Messiah this year because the chorus would have to be so spread out 6 feet apart from each other. There's no room for them all. So I found a selection of Handel Messiahs for you to watch, again, on that blog. And some of them are very different. One is Messiah interpreted as ballet. Then we've got, where's my list of Messiahs? Okay, a couple traditional ones from different places. One from 1985 with Samuel Ramey and Marilyn Horne as the soloists, so that's cool. And, okay, really, really different, Messiah Salzburg 2020. In fact, it was so different, I included a link to learn more about it because it's staged. You're not just sitting there looking at the chorus on the stage. There are things happening, and they're not literal interpretations of Messiah. It's like, and it's directed by Rolando Villazon, who is a famous tenor, kind of. I think he's moving. Yeah, he's still a tenor. So he talks about how it's like if you walked into a painting or something. I don't know. It's just fascinating to watch. So I would check it out. Salzburg 2020 Messiah.
It's arranged by Mozart.
And those are all on Opera on Video, run by our friend Flamand. And so it's operaonvideo.com. We highly suggest you go there and you just type in the search bar what you're looking for. So you type in Messiah and you're going to get a lot of selections. And they tell you if it's like just a clip or if it's a full version. So the Salzburg is a full version. It's very cool.
So say hello to Karen and Denise and Janet.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
We are talking about holiday traditions, Handel's Messiah. And I don't know, at what point did we create Handel's Messiah bracelet?
It was not long after Nutcracker, I think the next year. That's been recently our most popular bracelet. And it's
definitely
interesting because in Rochester, New York, until last year, they had not done a Messiah in Rochester for maybe 5-6 years. And we've seen them all over. We've seen them done it in beautiful Asbury First United Methodist Church.
Yeah, inside a church with
just,
candlelight. That was a candlelight Messiah.
That was very nice. There's also at the Hochstein School, so it's a very small auditorium. We're right up in the front
row.
But last year, the Rochester Philharmonic did Messiah. And I think we were in the front row for that too.
Yeah, I think we were.
And it was just great to hear it live again.
The sound just like washing over you.
The Rochester Oratorio Society does a great job, and it's one of their highlights. And again, they hadn't done it for a few years, but they picked it up last year. Unfortunately, nothing this year.
This year, yes. So I hope you will enjoy some of those online options.
And if you can't watch it online, go get the discs. I mean, there's plenty
like a
of
CD?
recorded. We have one done by a group from Boston. I think the Boston.
Oh, I don't even know what that CD is.
Right. We have, so even if you can't see it, you can listen to it, and that's really the important part, is listening to the
music.
Handel
it's
music.
not so visual, but that Salzburg one is pretty visual. Okay, so let's take a peek at the Messiah bracelet.
Okay.
Between Nutcracker and Messiah, they are our number 1 and 2 in any given year. Okay, we're gonna flip. Okay, so here we go. And Messiah is not so much a direct story, so it's more symbolizing moments and words. There's the Hallelujah chorus bead. It starts in the beginning with "Comfort ye, comfort ye, my people," right? Then every valley is sort of a green bead with a zigzag on it, so it's like valleys and hills. And let's see, I've marked out a few. A refiner's fire. A virgin shall conceive. So we have a blue bead representing Mary and a little dove. And, oops.
Gotta turn that around.
I'm terribly sorry. The nativity charm was backwards. There's the nativity. For unto us. Christmas star. An angel of the Lord. Let's get close on the angel. There she is. And a multitude of the heavenly hosts. So the angel wing. There's the sheep. All we like sheep. Hallelujah chorus. Death, where is thy sting? This guy doesn't like to, he's shy. It's a little skull. The trumpet will sound, a trumpet, and then the big amen finish. So that one was a challenge because, like I said, it's not a direct narrative, and I mean, the Christmas part is pretty straightforward, and then it sort of becomes a little more symbolic. So I did my best on that to try and just take pieces of it and give them like a substance. And then this year, because again, people want more of these really popular subjects like Handel's Messiah. By the way, you must say Messiah, not the Messiah. We got in big trouble when we first started because we didn't know that. We would say the Messiah.
It's a learning process.
It's just Messiah.
Handel's Messiah.
This year we created a necklace and earrings.
And that's brand new. We never had anything else to go with the bracelet up till this year. So,
all right.
So here's again a chance for you to do the ensemble with the necklace and the earrings.
So we've got the For Unto Us nativity scene, the cross for the great Amen. Here we have a trumpet. And the angel. That angel keeps flipping over. Let's look at her close. There we are. Let's see. I'm gonna go back so they can see it.
Okay. And you got the clef at the bottom.
Then the clef for the Hallelujah chorus, we're saying. But generally, the Baroque, beautiful music. There she is. that angel.
Hello, Barbara.
And why don't we look at, we have 2 different pairs of earrings for Messiah. Now, where can they find these on the website?
www.operabracelets.com/Messiah.
And then, well, they also is like a holiday category.
And there's
right?
Messiah-jewelry is a category that shows all of the Messiah. And also just go on our website, look at in the menu, just look for holiday gifts, and you'll see.
Okay, so those little beads say peace and faith. And so I'm just thinking when I design these of the sort of the promise of Jesus with the Christmas star, and then the redemption.
Peace on earth, goodwill toward men.
With the
men of goodwill.
Cross. And then I did one special with for the angels, because that's like my favorite part. So I had to do that. We've got the angel and the angel wing, and those are gold. We're not having a good luck seeing that they're gold. Let's see. So the other ones are clear. These are a pale gold. So those are that's the expanded Messiah collection.
Okay.
So let's see. We got
That's mine. You're using my.
I'm using yours. I don't know where mine went. Okay.
It's right there.
Okay, so our next tradition question, holiday traditions. We're here to chat on our Fireside Chat. Thank you for joining us. It's our fireplace behind us. And what is your favorite holiday song or Christmas carol? So I don't have an immediate answer for this. Do you have one?
You don't have an immediate.
Well, I have a couple.
Answers.
I have a hard time ever when some people are like, "What is your favorite blank?" I can never just pick one.
Okay, well, outside of the normal, everyday carols, which everybody loves. I mean, you can't pick one carol. I mean, you could. I will always prefer to hear Frank Sinatra singing them or Bing Crosby, but here's a couple.
You can pick a version. You can pick the artist. It's allowed to pick the artist.
Here's 2 things, and this goes back to my high school days, because I was in the chorus of Cardinal Mooney High School in Rochester, New York for 4 years. School no longer exists. Won't get into that.
Yep.
But there was 2 pieces we did every year at Christmas time. So the first one was in combination with the band. We did a selection of carols by Alfred Burt. Now, if you've never heard of Alfred Burt, look him up. It is an incredible story. He wrote these carols as Christmas presents to his neighbors back in the 1940s. And they didn't become available to the public until after he died in 1950 something.
Wait, there's one more famous version of it.
Caroling is the most well-known one, but there are many of them. We have an album.
It's a very nice album. Very nice
15
calm,
carols, and we did it
sort of album.
in combination with the band, and of course the band had to tone things down so they could hear us sing. But they're beautiful carols, something you don't normally hear. And hello, Dina.
I'm just waving because I see little hearts and smileys, and
Okay, and the other one, which
Thank
we actually have something to show you for that, I think, or do we have it or not?
Oh, we're saving that for the end.
Oh, we're saving it for the end.
Okay.
'Twas the night before Christmas. Yes, there is a song. There's multiple songs.
Song version.
Thanks to our assistant Ava, who's going to be performing this coming Friday at 7:00 in our Christmas room.
I don't know if she's singing the exact same.
She's not
version.
singing that, but she mentioned that there's another version. But the version that we sang every year was the version made popular by 2 groups. Fred Waring and the Pennsylvanians did it first.
Seriously.
And then Harry Simeon Corral does the most famous version of the song.
That's the one I grew up with.
With the whistling, and it's just beautiful. And we always sang it every year. Even at the last day of school, we'd sing it just to upset Sister Marion.
In June.
In June.
Okay,
yes.
so those are your choices. Your sung night before Christmas and any Alfred Burt carol.
We'll Dress the House is my favorite
Dress
one.
the House. That's a nice
We'll
one.
Dress the House.
Okay, I'm going to it's hard to pick. I'm just going to pick In the Bleak Midwinter. The last few years, that's been my favorite. And I would say that the Roberto Alagna and Kirite Kanawa are probably my favorite version. But I like them all. You hear it sung in different ways, sometimes with a more Celtic flair. And it's just a beautiful song. And I think maybe I like it most because there's a line there that goes, snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. And if you live in Rochester, New York, you're in touch with the snow that never ends. So I really connected with it right at that moment. But it is beautiful.
Yes, and speaking of snow, in a number of operas that they perform, there is snow involved, especially La Boheme. And we happen to have online with us the woman who's created our
La Boheme
our opera scarves, not just La Boheme.
Yes.
Juliana Lewis, and we thank her for all of the wonderful work. She's amazing what she does with the scarves. I mean, it's all designed by her. They're paintings and they're put onto scarves.
Yeah.
Pure
so if
100%
you go to
silks
operabracelets.com and then you hit
/scarves.
Oh, you can do /scarves. But you can go to shop if you don't remember that. You can go shop and then it says pure silk scarves.
So why don't you show...
Well, we're going to introduce our next category, which is operas associated with Christmas.
Right. And that's why I said La Boheme.
Well, yeah, okay. We'll do La Boheme first because of its beautiful love scene that takes place on Christmas Eve, and then the beautiful streets of Paris scene in Act 2.
The Christmas market at Paris.
Right.
Where Musetta does her big aria.
Okay, I'm going to move my chair because I'm going to need a little room.
So, most of you probably already know this, but a bit of trivia. That song was re-recorded in the 50s by Della Reese called Don't You Know, and hit the top 5 in the U.S. So opera does make its way into popularity. And we're hearing the Queen of the... We're going to talk about Magic Flute. The Queen of the Night aria is everywhere this year.
Right, it's in a couple commercials. You can't stop hearing that aria. So anyway, okay, so I'm just going to give you an idea of further back how it looks. This is the La Boheme pure silk scarf. And the flowers, if you get close to them, they have a look that they are embroidered. They're not really embroidered, but the image is like they are embroidered. Because Mimi is the embroiderer of flowers. So get close there. And then there's lots of beautiful details about La Boheme. We've got sheet music, beautiful old artwork. Key. Right, there's the key. There's the key. There's the candle, Mimi's candle.
Bottle of wine.
Where's the bottle of wine?
Right there.
Okay. It's hard to see it and do it. Right, because they get the landlord drunk to get rid of him, right? And we've got, let me see, Puccini's signature there. So I really encourage you to go to the website to have a look at it because it's a little hard to just flag it in the air here to see all these details. But she's got a chart which tells you what everything symbolizes.
And obviously everything is backwards.
Right, Facebook turns all your wording backwards. Let's see. Okay.
So
get you some close-ups.
The scarves are also 25% off until Monday with code.
Right, which is really good deal.
Code Jingle2020 at checkout. The numbers 2020. And there are 2 brand new scarves just available over the past month or so. The Carmen scarf, and boy, is that incredible. And
people are loving the Carmen scarf a lot.
And the Aida scarf.
And did you know that Aida premiered on Christmas Eve?
Yes, you know how I knew that?
Because I told you.
Because you told me.
All right, so that's La Boheme. We have a whole collection of La Boheme jewelry, bracelets, earrings, and necklaces. So
ensembles, and they have a gift set. So if you want to buy the La Boheme bracelet and the 2 inspired buys for Mimi and Musetta, you can get that at a discount as well.
Right. If you buy a set or an ensemble right now, you're going to get a really good deal because of the 25% off.
Yes.
Don't forget, you got to enter the code Jingle2020.
You can either enter it at checkout or you can enter it while you're in the cart as well. They'll let you do that.
Okay. So our next opera associated with Christmas time is Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel?
That's right, Hansel. And I think it's mainly because it's sort of a children's opera, and at this time of year, people just want to do things together as a family. So
even though it's a little bit scary,
honestly. I don't like it as a story, but the gingerbread house, I mean, as an image, it's just, intriguing. And if you don't look into the history of where Hansel and Gretel came from, you can kind of get through it. But I was scarred for life after reading the history.
So we have something brand new.
And this year...
There aren't many left.
They actually were from the spring, so they're not brand new, but they're new this year. And they are the gingerbread earrings. So we have the gingerbread lady, and as you know, the witch turns into a gingerbread lady.
I didn't know that.
And in Engelbert Humperdinck it does. And the little gingerbread house with like frosting colored crystals and a glass pink pearl.
And we have this, it's also part of the Nutcracker collection as well.
Right, just thinking of Mother Ginger. There we go. Can we see them good there?
Yeah, not bad.
It's not bad. Doesn't give you as good a close-up on that side. Okay.
And there's obviously the Hansel and Gretel full story
bracelet as well, right.
And the other opera we mentioned just a moment ago, Magic Flute. It's always performed. Matter of fact, was on today, I think, right?
Next week.
Next week it's on.
Okay, so if you live somewhere where your movie theaters are open, you've got a chance to see the Met Opera Magic Flute at the movie theater through Fathom Events.
And it's the English children's version done by the Met, and still features...
So it's a little bit shorter than a normal Magic Flute.
And it features my favorite character, Nathan Gunn, doing Papageno.
Right.
He's amazing. He's so funny.
And if you've never seen this production, there's a lot of sort of... I don't want to call it puppetry, because... while it is puppetry, it's not what you think. It's very artistic and sort of on a large scale, and it's just magical. And we've seen it a few times. Because usually they do put it out at Christmas time every year.
And it's short too. It's the edited version.
So what have we got for Magic Flute to show? We've got our new Magic Flute necklace. Let's do that again.
There we go.
Okay. So there's Papageno and Papagena, the little birds. I'm going to need to stand up.
Okay, well, you stand up. I'll keep talking.
I think that the flash is giving us too much light.
I think you're right.
All right, so the sun represents Sarastro and the power of light. You see Pamina's portrait there, which starts all the action because the Queen of the Night here with her crown, there's her crown, gives him the portrait. And she gives him the flute. So we've got the magic flute there. And then these beads here represent the trial of fire and water. So we've got a water droplet and a fire bead. So again, if you go online and check this out, you're going to see it a lot better than me just wiggling it around in the air. And we have two bracelets to show. One is Papageno. It's been really popular this season. I can't even tell you why. I don't know, because things go in phases. Papageno bracelet. There we go. There's Papagena. Lovebirds. And there's his flute.
Pan flute.
Right. And there's the bird cage. There's a little bird on it. Again, let's try a little light.
A little light on the subject.
I don't know if we can really see that little bird there.
You can make it out.
And then the colors all represent sort of the colors of parrots and lovebirds and things. I mean, Papageno's usually represented with a lot of green for some reason.
His costume
is he's green because he's hiding in the trees to catch the birds.
Yep.
And then we have the Queen of the Night.
This is our most
I'd
popular...
say it was one of our most popular,
right? Inspired by bracelet that we have.
Okay,
and many reasons for that. It's first of all, it's very elegant. A black bracelet. It goes with, a lot of different items. And many opera singers start with Queen of the Night because it's the focus of the character is on the music, as opposed to
quite a challenge, I think, for a young singer.
So it's not much acting involved, but that. Obviously, like I said,
well, it depends on the production, really.
The aria is iconic, and it's
in a commercial right now. I don't even know what the commercial is for. So we've got a star, we've got a crown, and a moon representing her power. And I use a lot of these, what they call a goldstone bead. And as you can see
it sparkling.
Right. It's like you can only see it in the light and when it moves. It might seem like it's just a solid black bead. but it's got sparkle inside it. So it represents the night sky with stars, and the big opalescent bead there represents the moon. And on the back, they told me, I didn't originally have this detail, but they said, you must have a dagger. So there's a little dagger charm because, she wants her to kill her dad. Nice.
Yeah, really.
So Rasmus her dad, right? What do we think about that?
Ugh. Anyway, hello, Rick. One of my Carter Mooney classmates
thanks for joining us.
watching. So good to see you, Rick.
Okay, so if you want to catch some of these operas and your movie theaters are closed, you can go to Opera on Video and just type in the name of the opera, and they will give you several versions, and it'll mark it whether it's just a clip or if you've got a full version to watch. There'll be like a huge selection. So just type in Hansel and Gretel, Magic Flute, you'll get a lot of choices.
Yeah.
Right.
Opera on Video. Haman does a tremendous job.
And he's just one person, so, anything we can do to support him.
He's based in Switzerland.
Right, I think.
And he's very popular with European opera fans, but we're trying to get him more known in the United States. That's why we're working with him.
Oh, I have yours.
You may see opera bracelets mentioned on his website. You probably will, actually.
You probably will, due to our paying for ads. Okay, we're getting to the end here, and the last sort of category is holiday concerts. We go to a holiday concert every year at the Rochester Philharmonic Orchestra. And this year, I again want to encourage you to check your local organizations and see if you can help them out. This year, for $25, they're letting us into a virtual concert, and you get to watch it for a block of time. And, we really want to support them. I mean, these organizations are suffering right now. So we are hoping to, I put a few links on that blog of interesting holiday concerts to watch, but I do encourage you to check out who you've got locally, who you could support maybe by purchasing a stream of a holiday concert.
You can check out the RPO concert because it's always wonderful. Jeff Tysick is the conductor. He's been a musician, jazz trumpeter in Rochester for years and years. And the highlight of the concert is the high school festival choir, which they didn't have back when I was in high school. Giving my age away there, but I think it started about 30 years ago.
I don't know.
But they gather all the best singers from every high school in the 6-7 county region around Rochester. So it's going all the way down to the Pennsylvania state line, west and east, and they come together and sing as all through the second part of the concert with the RPO.
Really amazing talent.
So,
just beautiful, beautiful music.
So check that out, or even whatever country. I mean, 3 tenors. Obviously, you can't go wrong.
We've
with
got
the
on the
3
blog
tenors.
again. Hit that link in our description. We've got 3 tenors in Vienna, Christmas in Vienna. We've got Renee Fleming with Mormon Tabernacle Choir, and we've got Andre. How are we saying it? Rio. He is a famous violinist and has his own orchestra, and that he talks a lot about his own family holiday traditions. So it's very interesting as well. But part of many holiday concerts is my husband's favorite, the song "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." So we do have a full story bracelet for that. I'm just going to give you a peek of.
And that's another one that was recommended and suggested by our
by a customer,
customers.
and then Andrew jumped right on it saying, "That's my favorite. We have to do it."
And of course,
so it was a very big hit last year, so hopefully it'll...
Clement Moore's poem lends itself to a full story, because it is a story. It's the story of
So you see the whole
Santa
spiral
Claus.
there.
The modern Santa Claus came from this poem from
Right,
the
the story
1830s.
got all the traditions together. So it starts out with stars, because it's nighttime. We've got not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Little mouse bead there. And we've got the fireplace with the stockings. You see the stockings. And the sugar plum is a little Christmas cookie bead. Along here, the moon on the breast of the new fallen snow. So there's our moon bead. The miniature sleigh. And 8 tiny reindeer.
The brown beads.
They're brown. I don't know if we're seeing... where I'm standing, I can't see the color.
It is brown, trust me.
Okay. And then we've got his presents that he's got in the sleigh, a little square green and red beads. And the swirly tube here is the chimney. And now this fireplace charm See if we can see it. Yes. So now he's arrived. His boots are inside the fireplace. And there's Saint Nick.
Oh.
Let's get him. Get a good view of Saint Nick. His old-fashioned long coat. And the stocking does not want to stay, so I can see it. Little stocking charm. Little Christmas tree charm for the heck of it.
And
it's going back up the chimney.
And there's the
Spring to his sleigh.
Again.
There's the reindeer and his sleigh. And then Merry Christmas to all. And to all a good night. We'll start to finish it off.
Yes, we didn't do the added verse that the Conniff singers do, which is...
Talks about the day after
the
Christmas.
Day after Christmas.
No.
Yeah, we didn't do that one.
And then we have some Saint Nick earrings to
Brand new.
finish this off. This is new this year. And we don't really know that we're going to find more of these peppermint beads, so it may be a limited edition. So we've got the sleigh and Santa and the peppermint beads. They're glass, not peppermints.
Yeah, don't try to...
Don't try to eat them.
So, other holiday concerts we want to mention. We were in England in 2007 at Christmas time.
We specifically went to experience all the British Christmas stuff.
Besides seeing the Human League and Squeeze live.
Oh, yeah, we did do that.
But we went to this very famous church in England that has many concerts. That's what they're famous for. It's called St. Martin in the Fields. And they had a candlelit concert that my father-in-law and my wife and I attended. It was incredible.
And I think we went from that concert, or right before we went to the concert, we went to the tree lighting in Trafalgar Square. So, I mean, that was quite fun. And then I took Dad to Handel's house, where you could see where Handel lived and worked in London. So it was really
Isn't that the same place that Jimi Hendrix worked too?
Yes. He lived there too. I don't know that he knew, but he did live there for a while.
I bet he knew.
It's like
He was a
it's
smart
like
guy.
the house is split, and one side is Handel's house, the other side was rented by Jimi Hendrix hundreds of years later, right?
Exactly.
That's wild.
But
And,
yeah, it's do your Christmas traditions as best you can this year. I mean, there's ways to do it. Thank goodness for the technology that we have, because if it was 100 years ago, when they had the last pandemic, you know, what did
We'll be
those
singing
people
our
do?
own Christmas carols.
You know, we'd be next to our piano.
I mean, you
and
can't
playing
even go
them.
to church, really. I mean, without a lot of travail and discomfort and scheduling. It's just, it's a weird year, my friends, and just do your best.
And we're glad we're able to help in a small way with the
At least we
jewelry.
can send a gift for you if you would like. It's no problem. You just put that shipping address in, and we'll send it with a card to your recipient. And right now you can get the greatest price. It's the biggest sale of the year. So there will be more sales, but they won't be larger.
If you want to gift wrap something, we'll do that gratis for free.
Yeah, don't let it get around, but just put a note and I can do that. Because
Yes, only you people watching this will know that.
if every person wanted gift wrapping, I'd have to hire another person to help me.
I don't know. I think
But
Ava can handle anything.
I can throw a few gift
Speaking
wraps
of
in.
Ava,
Right, don't
this
forget.
coming Friday, be back on here, Facebook Live, and
Or YouTube.
We will have a special concert done by Ava Sauer. It's AVA, by the way, if you don't know that. And she's a member of a group duo called the Archive Ravens with Tom, her boyfriend. Their music is fantastic. Check them out. Look up Archive Ravens online. They have Facebook. They have Instagram.
I think
all
they have a
those things.
website. Yeah.
They have new music coming out like every few days during the holidays. But she's going to do this concert just for all of our Opera Bracelets people, all of our
Right.
customers, our visitors.
We're kind of Christmas concert and gift show.
So it's going to be this Friday, December 4th at 7 p.m. And by the way, I should mention this as well. Just before the concert, if you want to go to wysl1040.com, you will hear a 30-minute program with my wife on it talking about opera bracelets.
What time is that?
6:30.
Really?
Yes. So, and that we'll put that up on our website as well. But she talks about how the business started, 10-year
Honestly,
anniversary.
I forgot.
I didn't forget.
Thank you.
I was listening. I got 2 words in during. For those of you who know, I do radio. I'm a radio talk show host. I do a show called Soccer is a Kick in the Grass every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on WYSL. And they invited me to be on with my wife. I literally got in one sentence in half an hour.
He was just there to hold my hand, basically, while I was interviewed.
And do the engineering while I was sitting there.
Yeah.
But yeah, technology is amazing. We can do the show right from our house.
Yeah, so we talked a lot about the business.
Oh, thank you for the order. Somebody ordered St. Nick earrings. Thank you. So again, sale going on right now. 25% off. Everything in the store until Monday. Monday, the Cyber
Monday.
Thank you.
Cyber
Black
Monday. November 30th.
November 30th. Use code JINGLE 2020, JINGLE 2020 at checkout. There's a little banner at the bottom. It has the code on it as well. So
right, you don't have to remember it. You're going to see it.
And and everything's on sale. Bracelets, earrings, necklaces, ensembles, gift sets, and opera scarves by Juliana Lewis. And we encourage you shop early, because with the post office the way it is, we don't know what's going to happen with delivery. So get your shopping done now to make sure.
It's definitely slower than normal. And the holidays will not help that situation. So the earlier you order, the more selection you're going to have, the less problems with shipping. And best price too. So this is the weekend to do it. If there's something you've had your eye on, and it's not just Christmas stuff on sale. Today we featured a lot of holiday items, but you know, all the opera stuff, literature and theater, Phantom, Les Mis, Wizard of Oz. You know, anything that you will find gifts there for people who are not opera fans as well. So keep an open mind.
Right, but if you are opera fans, there's over 50
got
operas are represented in the collection. And over 10 years, you know, it's amazing. This business has been going on for 10 years. I'm so proud of my wife.
Oh,
She's
thank you.
Amazing, incredible. She's so talented. And she takes care of the customers. People who are watching this who are her customers already know how much she cares and how much she'll bend over backwards to help anybody with any questions, any issues, any situations. You know, if you can't get an order through,
call us.
Call us.
585-271-0864
or email Cindy@operabracelets.com. We'll get you through it. So I think we're out of time here.
All right. Well, everybody, I hope to talk to you more through the holiday season. Don't forget
on Friday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time PM. We'll see you then with our special Christmas concert. We'll be on as well, talking a bit too, but it's mostly the beautiful music of Ava Sauer doing Christmas music for all of you. Thank you so much for being with us on our Fireside Chat. And hey, Christmas is right around the corner. Hope you have a wonderful run up to the holidays this year. Have a good one.